Ask any student and they'll tell you the same thing. Exam season is brutal. Late nights, too much caffeine, constant stress. And somehow, even after putting in all that effort, the grades still don't reflect the work. I know this because I used to be that student. I showed up to every class, I read every assigned chapter, I studied for hours and hours, and yet my results were average at best. I genuinely believed that if I just worked harder, everything would fall into place, but it didn't. And with only a year left in my degree, I started questioning whether I was even cut out for higher education. I had always dreamed of pursuing a master's degree. But with my current grades, that dream felt like it was slipping away. And then reality hit. Final exams were only weeks away, and those marks would determine my future opportunities. Something had to change. Around that time, I had just started listening to podcasts during my commute. One day I came across an episode about study strategies used by top-performing students. Out of pure desperation, I pressed play. The first idea I heard completely reframed how I studied. Instead of trying to memorize everything, focus on understanding the core concepts. That hit me hard. I used to measure how well I studied by how many pages I read, not by how deeply I understood them. I realized that maybe my problem wasn't effort, it was approach. The second strategy challenged something I had always believed. It suggested writing notes by hand instead of typing them. Typing is faster, right? But the logic made sense. When you write by hand, you're forced to process the information in your own words. You can't just copy mindlessly. You think more, you filter more, and because of that, you remember more. Then came the third shift. Stop studying endlessly. I used to believe that long hours automatically meant productivity, but I learned that focused time beats long time. When you set clear study sessions with real boundaries, your brain treats that time differently. You're sharper, more intentional, more efficient. And finally, the biggest change of all. Learn from people who are already succeeding. Instead of comparing myself to top students, I started talking to them. I asked what they did differently. They used flashcards to reinforce key ideas. They explained concepts out loud to test understanding. They prioritized sleep before exams instead of cramming all night. It wasn't about being smarter. It was about being strategic. Over the next couple of months, everything shifted. I focused on the most important material. I removed distractions. I studied with structure instead of chaos. I experimented and improved constantly. And for the first time in my academic career, my results reflected my effort. I made the dean's list. The difference wasn't talent. It wasn't luck. It was changing how I approached learning. If you feel like you're working hard but not seeing results, the answer isn't more effort. Maybe it's better systems. Thanks for watching. If you want more content that helps you improve, grow, and level up your life, hit subscribe.